The Miami Dolphins do not have many roster holes going into the 2024 NFL season. Miami loaded up on its offensive depth in the offseason by landing Odell Beckham Jr. as a third wide receiver and Jonnu Smith as the starting tight end. Tua Tagovalioa should have another fantastic season in the Dolphins' offense, but the team could use some help on defense. Christian Wilkins' free agent departure is looming large over the depth chart, with no true direct replacement for him on the roster right now. Miami may not be able to replace one of the top defensive tackles in the NFL at all in 2024, but it could make some audacious trade offers to bring in an interior player who can make a similar impact as Wilkins. The New York Giants are expected to be near the bottom of the NFC standings once again in 2024. A poor start could lead to some exploratory trade calls about some of the team's higher-profile players. Dexter Lawrence comes with a massive salary cap hit as part of a 4-year, $87 million contract, so the Dolphins would have to do some cap magic to bring him in. However, Lawrence does have a potential out in his contract after the 2025 season per Spotrac. That might help the Dolphins in any trade pursuit. Miami would likely have to get the Giants to pay some of Lawrence's contract, as well to make him fit financially with the AFC East side. Lawrence is one of the few impact defensive tackles who might be available via trade this season, and if the Dolphins are severely missing Wilkins, they may look into the Giants lineman. Proposed trade. Dolphins acquire Dexter Lawrence from Giants for 2025 second-round pick and 2025 fifth-round pick. DJ Jones could be a cheaper trade alternative than Lawrence. The Denver Broncos defensive tackle is scheduled to become a free agent at the end of the 2024 season. Denver could be looking to offload some veterans in exchange for draft picks if it struggles in its first year with Bo Nix at quarterback. Jones recorded 27 stuffs over the last 3 seasons between San Francisco and Denver. He also forced 3 fumbles with the Broncos last year. Miami would have to give up a minimal return to land Jones because of his contract. He could be the perfect complement to the athletic edge rushers inside the Miami defense. He could be a rental for a few weeks or sign a new deal in the offseason, but that may be dependent on what the 2025 draft class looks like. Raheem Mostert's spot on Miami's running back depth chart could be taken over quickly in 2024. Mostert has been a vital part of the team's success under Mike McDaniel, but he is a 32-year-old running back. The Dolphins need to know when to sell high on Mostert's career, and that may come this season if the young stable of ball carriers steps up. Devon Achane showed flashes of brilliance with his speed last season, and 2024 draft pick Jalen Wright could bring another faster element to the Miami offense. There is a long-shot scenario in which Mostert gets phased out by the pair of young running backs and he is looking for a new home by the middle of the season. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers only have Rachaad White to rely on in the backfield right now, and if none of their backups pan out, they could reach out to the Dolphins about Mostert to help with a playoff push of their own in the NFC South. It's an unlikely scenario, but running backs age fast in the NFL, and the Dolphins have to figure out when they've gotten the most out of Mostert.